Today's show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Working from home, protect your sensitive data with an extra layer of security at http://expressvpn.com/RTTV.
That's illegal.
That was great. Thank you for doing that.
I thought you said, Eric, do the RTTV.
I said I got to do the ExpressVPN right at the top.
I heard something. I've been in my car for a long time.
Hey guys, welcome to the RT Podcast. Sponsored by ExpressVPN. I'm Barbara. Where's it gonna go?
I don't know. Who's gonna go?
I'm Chris.
Whoa!
I'm Eric.
We're already off the rails.
Blaine.
I'm Blaine.
What? So explain why you were in your car for a long time.
Wait! Someone's got to say that there's somebody twice.
And Eric.
Thank you.
Oh, God.
So much.
I was having a discussion with somebody because I wore a stupid hat we played socially distanced baseball, which is also just a baseball. And I wore a goofy hat
Hey, why didn't
yesterday.
you invite me to baseball?
Because you don't know. I was wearing a stupid hat.
We'll get into it later.
But I like my hat, but it doesn't look good. And someone called, it was you that called out, that's not a very funny hat or whatever.
I did not say that.
You're
at
like,
all.
you said,
I said,
That's
whoa,
what he heard.
Whoa, crazy hat.
That's what he
Right.
heard.
All
That's
right.
what he heard.
Yeah, no kidding.
So I interpreted that as
That's
Eric
how
hates
this
my
works.
hat.
Uh-huh.
But then I turned to our friend Andrew and I said, I'm at the point now in my life where if something doesn't look good but it's functional, then I fucking love it and I don't care what it looks like.
30.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
That's where it starts.
He looked like he was going to hunt raptors in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Blaine?
Yeah.
Wait.
Like
What
Muldoon.
What kind of hat is this that we're talking about? Is it
now
one
I-
of those like tan colored, kind of like bit of a brim?
Green.
It was green, but that.
Okay.
And then you can button it up and it goes,
You wear that to play baseball?
yeah.
You know they have baseball hats.
Yeah, but I like this hat because it covers my neck.
I think Eric's. I wasn't there because I wasn't invited, but
You sure weren't?
I would have agreed with Eric.
What can you do? When you're right, you're right.
Blaine, I think you looked great.
You weren't there. Oh, wait, no.
Exactly.
No, actually, Barbara was invited, though.
Yeah, but
Wait, you invited? Why wasn't I invited to baseball?
Wait, did you actually invite me to baseball?
No, it's just like, it's just
Did
a
you get
random
invited to
assortment.
baseball?
No.
I invited.
Hey, I feel
But
better.
I don't know if I would go.
I invited
No,
Alfredo.
I would play. I used to play baseball.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I did too.
Hang on. That was not sure.
How many bases are there, Chris?
There's 4 bases. I played baseball. I played baseball and I played t-ball. I played t-ball till I was 5, and then I played baseball for a year and a half.
What position did you
From
play?
5 to 6.5?
No,
or?
no, from like when I was like 8 to 9.5.
Okay.
I decided not to finish.
That'll
the second
translate.
season.
I retired.
We play baseball on the weekends. It's a good time. It's hopping fences and just hanging out and stuff. And
Yeah, I bet it is.
It's very good.
it is a great
for
time. I
mental
love
health.
it. I love it. And then it's just hitting dingers and just getting together or whatever.
How many people? I mean, it takes 9 to have a full team.
We
don't
don't play
No,
like a game. It's a very
it's
small group.
More of like a.
Like
It
someone
must
goes
be
up
a
to
small
hit a
group.
ball.
I hope it's a small group.
It is
Yeah,
smaller.
it's a very small, intimate group.
Yeah, I hope.
It's more of a thing like when you were a kid and you played like sports. It was always really competitive,
Yeah, that's why I quit.
and that's me too. It was the thing where it's like, well, I don't want to keep doing this. It's too much,
Yeah.
and like you have to get better, and you have to get better.
Too stressful.
Now it's just like, we'll put the shit in the back of the car. Here's the bucket of balls. We'll just lob them and see if we can hit it out of the little league park and like crush
So
a
you
couple
guys
buds.
don't like divvy up to teams or anything like
No.
that?
No, there's not enough for that.
It is a pitcher,
could
a
be.
batter, and like 3 to 5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Depending on who
Outfielders.
shows up.
outfielders.
Depending on who shows up, we have a bunch of outfielders.
It's good, and it's also like we're never near each other, so we're super far apart. So it was like the ideal like COVID, sport.
Chris, what sport do you and I want to take up together?
Do you want to do swim team? Do you want to do the swim team?
All yours.
I would like to do swim team.
Me and Barbara are doing swim team. You know what that's going to be? We're going to go hang out in a pool.
I imagine Chris.
and swim
And
apart
swim.
from each other, not talking to each other, because swimming is the most social sport, as you know.
Chris strikes me as the type of guy that shows up and he swims and he always has glasses on, even if it's not like he's doing laps. He's just in the shallow end and he's got goggles rather.
Goggles?
Goggles.
No.
And he's just got goggles on the
I don't wear
entire
goggles.
time.
I don't wear goggles.
And then sometimes like you're talking to him and then he'll sink under the water and be like, is he looking at me like under the water? Like what is he doing? You ever saw that kid?
I'm not that kid. I did not. I only swim. This would be the exception. A swim team.
A swim team.
I only go to the pool when I want to like hang out and drink and relax. I don't swim laps. I will in swim team. Someone in chat said volleyball is just dry water polo. But isn't there just normal polo?
Polo's a horse sport, is it not? An equestrian sport?
I like something described. You're right. I just like the sound of horse sport.
It's a horse sport.
But polo is a game, right?
Yes.
They're not talking about Marco Polo.
No.
They're definitely not talking about Marco Polo.
Marco Polo is a man.
And water polo. It's also a game though. Water polo
true.
is not the same as Marco Polo.
No, that's true.
Even though Marco Polo is played in the water.
I think water polo is more like lacrosse.
Yeah, aren't you like going through the water with the ball and like
Yeah, it's
throwing
like
it?
soccer, but it's with your hands, so it's like lacrosse, but without the stick.
If I had that
Volleyball, you don't cross sides.
if I had to invent the most exhausting, horrible
don't read the
sport, I
chat.
think it would be water polo. Like
Exhausting?
yeah. Just like that's like cardio from soccer
Wait,
times
water polo?
20.
I don't know how to play water polo. I just
It's soccer within the water.
You hold the ball, so like you're holding the ball and trying to throw it in this goal and everything, but you're swimming the whole time.
Yeah, you're having to stay up like.
You're
so
not.
it's soccer,
treading
not
water.
baseball.
It's very similar to soccer.
It's not volleyball.
Gotcha.
And
Yeah.
no floaties.
There's
Right.
no like middle net like that. I think it's
Gotcha,
just
gotcha.
like two end
Yeah,
goals.
I don't know.
Trying to run in water is the worst.
You
Well,
when you're
Chris,
swimming.
that's what our swim team is for.
Yeah.
We're gonna get.
Getting really good at running in the water.
if I played water polo, I would get charged for like holding, if that's a thing, because I would just grab the ball just to float for a bit for some reprieve. Because the idea of just constantly kicking my legs. Sounds
Oh wait, you have to do it in
horrible.
the deep end.
Yeah, you're swimming the whole
Yes.
time.
But if you're not wading through the
Wait,
shallow
did you think
end.
you're walking?
Yeah, that's why I was like.
Oh, that's
running
why
in-
you said running in the water is hard. Oh, no, you're swimming,
A
bud.
lot of things in the water.
That
is
sounds
hard.
exhausting.
It's got to be. That's why none of us do it. And I'll stick to hitting dingers and drinking beer.
And now squad team force, and that stuff lives under there, and nothing else is really changing, so it's not too drastic.
Yeah. Except for we might just have cool merchandise, which is going to be nice. I like the idea of squad team force because
Is there a way you can undercut that even more?
G.I. Joe.
Whisper it. Whisper it even more.
Oh,
Whispering it.
sorry. I'm.
Watch this. Here, check this out. Guys, Squad Team Force merch incoming. Boom. Let's fucking do it. Get hype. You love that logo? Put it on a shirt. Put it on a hat. Let's get nuts. All right, now your turn. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Hey, squad team force. merchandise.
Eric, you're a good hype man.
You gotta hit it. You gotta hit it.
hit it
man.
like that ball at baseball.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, who gives a shit? Yeah, what are they gonna do? Fire us? Come on.
Just a red
You can do whatever
laser
you want.
goes on your forehead.
You can do whatever you want.
They're gonna give us COVID. I'm trying to think of something like on par with being fired or worse.
COVID
Well,
gun.
here's
That's
what
the
happened.
first thing that came to mind.
We had a shoot that Chris wrote and directed, and it was a few days, and it was a couple weeks ago, and I'm really excited for it to come out.
Was it a few
Yeah.
days?
We filmed the whole thing over. I'm not gonna say how many days because it'll still seem like a lot.
Were they called days though?
It was nights. It was an overnight.
I asked
right.
Jessica if we could shoot day for night, and she said no, and I thought that was a good idea.
It was a good idea.
Yeah.
No. 8 p.m.
It's-
call
it's-
time
it's-
till 8 a.m. in the morning is ideal production time. That's the peak creative hour, Eric.
It's horror.
I had a good
themed,
time.
so it needs to be at night.
Oh, you're giving way too much information.
okay.
No
Yeah,
way. Don't
okay.
listen. Don't listen to him. Keep going.
It's spooky.
No, whoa!
Oh,
It's actually.
like it.
Say no
less
more.
spook- I mean, it's. I don't like the word horror because it sounds like horror.
yeah.
You just said the same word twice.
No, I said horror and horror.
horror and horror.
Oh,
like two and two.
WHOR.
Yeah, I agree with you. It sounded like he said the same.
Yeah,
thing.
WHOR.
E.
It was a fun shoot. We were all there. It was crazy.
Eric, I think, had the best time.
I think Eric.
I was there.
Well, I don't want to talk too much about it because we're talking about something people don't know. Anyway, Eric hosted it. I thought Eric was a fantastic host.
Well, thank you very much.
I thought you were.
Yeah.
I was so happy.
I don't like complimenting Eric
I agree. Yeah, that's something we should. That's something we should be careful of.
because I feel like he
honestly.
doesn't need more of it
That's true.
in general. But
Yeah.
yeah, I texted you right after and I was like, dude, you killed it.
It was fun. It was definitely. I got to play a character, and that's always fun. And I told Chris when I got there, he's like, "All right, let's find we were finding the voice of the character when we got there." And he was like, "What if it's like this?" And I said, "What if it's like this?" And we kind of went back and forth, and then we found what it was, and we kept it the whole time.
You had 3 voices actually, because in between takes
Oh.
when you're practicing your lines, you're go, can I?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're
Take
going,
it.
That motherfucker! I was a motherfucker! And I was expecting him to do that when we started rolling, and then he would do a different voice.
Well, the thing is, I think you can be a character if you're a host. I think you can be a character that's like getting the point across, but then you just do kind of character work, and then you sort of get the point across.
Nice.
And then eventually people get tired of that character. So you have to make sure that it's not up here. It's here-ish.
Yeah.
Because if I was going, hey, motherfucker, welcome to the show. Let's get a fucking show on the road for 6 episodes or whatever, it would have been like, whoa, boy, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've never heard that voice.
Yeah. I mean, I was doing it on set the whole time.
I don't know if Chris remembers anything that
No,
happened. I think
definitely not.
That's
he's
the
wiped
most-
everything from his memory.
It's the most sleep deprived I've ever seen.
It was
a
awesome.
person, not just Chris, just a person.
It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, wait. Can we talk about something?
Well, if you insist.
What? You
I
got
want to know.
beef
I want to. No, I don't have beef. I want to know what your beef is
from the Ice-pocalypse?
from the Ice-pocalypse.
I told
We were
Eric
talking
this
about-
at baseball.
Oh, yeah. Go for it.
All right, so Ice-pocalypse happens.
You want to
which-
give people context for that in case?
So Texas shit its pants.
When the big
Basically, our power grid just went on the fritz when we got hit by a pretty severe winter storm. Yes, I know that the state that you're from gets colder every year. I don't give a fuck.
Thank you.
Texas,
That's this. Oh, God, I love that you said that, Blaine. I love that. That's the energy that I want out of you more often. Like, where's that? That's perfect.
You got it. So yeah, we got hit by like, I don't know, 20 something. It was like negative, cold, freezing temperatures.
Texas
so power
is not
goes off.
built for it.
No,
No,
not really.
not at all. And, our people are not built for it.
Yeah, our infrastructure grid is its own grid, and it's not.
And also, real estate here is designed to let heat out, not
Yes.
to keep cold
Yeah.
from coming in.
Or keep heat in, yeah.
Yeah, not to keep heat in.
So I went like over 72 hours without power. I know that Chris did too. We all were in varying degrees of just like disarray and fuckedness. Once things started settling down, Chris and I had turned off our water in our respective properties. So then I was like, hey, I'm going to go over to your place. I'm going to help you get your water back on. And then you can come over to my place and you can do the same thing with me.
I love that I get to hear about this again. This rules.
How far do I go with
You
it?
go- wait.
Go all the Blaine.
Do you go to baseball just to talk about me?
I mean, we drink beer.
boy.
We just
Does he just vent about me?
No, not about you. You're hardly brought up, honestly. You're forgotten. For the
I'm
most
fine
part.
being forgotten, except for the invite.
Well,
but
this was a real thing where Blaine kept telling us, and it was just a bunch of guys standing around going, "No fucking way! Are you serious?"
what?
Yeah.
No, then tell me. I want to know.
Go all the way, bud.
No, pretend I'm not there. Pretend you're playing baseball.
guys, you wouldn't believe the fucking shit that Chris pulled.
All right, Blaine, tell me.
So
Yeah.
I go over to help Chris out to turn his fucking water back on. That guy's an idiot, fucking idiot. No, just kidding. No, I mean it was just there was just a lot.
Sell it like you did.
Well, there's one thing that I'm not sure if I'm even able to bring up because it's like a weird,
Okay,
like,
yeah,
maybe legal thing with regards to property and stuff.
Okay, well, don't bring that part
Okay,
up.
got it. Won't. I don't know.
Also,
It was just the closest approximation I can give is when like you are helping your dad out. You're a little boy, and your dad needs you to help tile a floor or paint a wall, right? And you're like, "Hey, son, come help me." You know, do. And he's like walking you through the steps, and you're like, "Okay, Dad," and like you're not good at it. You're fucking it up. And the dad can't get mad, but he wants to, but he can't get mad because he's only there to help. It's your son. He's there to help. And that's I felt like your dad, Chris, and you were just kind of like, did I do it right? And you're like, you did great, son.
Why don't you just help him?
Okay, so Chris comes over to my house. I'm not even going to mention all the shit that happens at Chris's house. That was
Nothing
just
happened at
another
my
story.
house.
What?
Nothing happened at my house.
Hold on, let me... coming in! So anyway, so Chris comes over, and I had like a system planned out where like my buddy from behind me is from Flint, Michigan, so he deals with like water and freezing stuff all the time. So he was like walking me through all the steps, and he's like, yeah, you gotta like slowly open these things, and you gotta like drizzle out water. It's a very slow process and stuff like that. And I was like, okay. So I was like, all right, Chris, we're gonna go around the house, starting from this bathroom, working up to this sink, and we're gonna slowly open. And Chris is just going around.
That is not true at all. That is
Fucking
not
full
true at
blast.
all.
And then like I could just like feel the ice in my pipes, just like, oh fuck.
No,
fuck.
that is not true at all.
And then I was gonna wait.
There was one where you said,
I was gonna wait to turn on my hoses on the exterior of the house because that was a different
That's
thing.
the only one.
So then I go back and it's on full blast, and he's just like, "Water's good here," and I was like, "I didn't want you
it
to
was
do
just
that."
the one. That was the only one that I did without you telling me to turn it on.
I didn't trust him to turn the crank back on because I knew he was just gonna go.
That's not how
Even
he
though
did
I
it.
just needed to go.
Well,
like,
we're going to let you decide at home, guys. Let's roll the tape.
Yeah.
And then the last one was like, we just settled down. Chris and I made it out pretty unscathed, not any significant damage or anything like that. I was like, hey, Chris.
Until this moment right now.
Come join me in my garage. Let's get a drink and just kind of hang out for a bit. So I got a fridge out there that's filled with Topo Chico. Got rid of the bottle. And I open one up on this little bottle opener I have, and Chris goes up to it. He's like, yeah, what a hard day. Cracks it open, but he breaks the neck off the bottle. And it's just like, God damn it, Chris. Like, and I was like, I'll just drink that one. He's like, nah, it's got glass in it. And I was like, you're right. Get a new Topo Chico bottle, son.
Well, it's not my fault. Your bottle.
You don't go up and you just go.
Oh no, glass. The way Blaine described it here is how he was describing it at baseball, but I had to keep going like, and then what? And then what? And then what? Because I knew there was more that he was just like, I only want to vent a little bit. And I just went, I want to drink this like a Slurpee. Keep giving it to me. I wanted just more.
And I have to mention, oh, Chris is very upset with me now. I have to mention, you're still one of my closest and best friends. And you were there helping me, and I appreciated the help, and it was so great. It was just a very in-character Chris kind of event, and I will take these memories with me for forever.
I think Chris has been through a lot the last couple months. We should all give him some time to recuperate.
I thought you wanted to give us a round of applause.
I know the same thing. I was like,
We should all give him a round of applause. Great job, Chris.
hey, crew, can you guys give Chris a round of
I
applause?
don't want clapping. I want to be invited to baseball.
Hey, you're not clapping in there.
No, Nicholas clapped. I can see it. Shane didn't though. Chris, one time somebody thank you.
There we go. There we go.
Brian.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Brian.
it. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Mike for doing the sound effect. One
Thank
time,
you,
I don't
Mike.
This is a dumb question.
Is there a hair
You
doctor?
know,
first time for everything.
There's different types of doctors that specialize in different types of body parts.
Name 3.
Endomologist, endomologist. That's the one who does skin.
Dermatologist.
Dermatologist? Yeah, dermatologist.
Dermatologist, cardiologist.
Got
and
it.
then,
Almost there. Hang on. Shh. Hang on. You almost got it. You're so
Tip
close.
of your tongue, bud.
Right there.
You
Ready?
got it.
pediologist, children.
Well, I don't know if that's the term.
don't
but
think
we'll give it
pediologist.
to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not a part of your,
Pediologist
that's
is
not a
not-
part of your body. That's kids.
I know, my favorite part of the body. Children.
The practice of pediatrics.
A mammogram.
But I don't think that the
Mammogram?
Is that the bad guy from Stranger Things?
Who's the one who does babies?
Do not help him.
It's not because they give mammograms. So I was like,
Classic baby move mammograms.
Do you know what a mammogram is?
That's like a scan of your stomach. Baby.
What happens? How's
Yep.
it go? How's it go down? What do they do?
They put the goo on it.
Yep.
They put the goo on
For the mammogram, they put the goo
go
on
ahead,
it.
Name one other doctor. Go.
OBGYN.
OBGYN. There you go.
Gynecologist is what you were looking for, I believe.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is, you know what? That is a good
Also,
one.
I'm just going to correct you now so you know, just for mammogram is when you get your breasts scanned for cancer and things of that nature.
I think I
You're
used that
thinking-
incorrectly in a Good Morning from Hell episode recently.
Oh, so it's all
I was
fresh on the
referring
brain.
to a what do you call it when you do a stomach thing of your baby? Sonogram.
See?
Dude, you got it.
There you go.
And
Nailed
I
it in
said
one.
mammogram, and it's in the edit.
You'll remember it because there's mammary glands in the breasts.
He just committed that to memory. That's what that noise
no, that was me. That was me remembering.
He went, memories.
Mammaries.
Is there what I was getting at is there a doctor of hair?
It's a dermatologist.
That's Dr. Skin. Oh God. I'm saying no. And this is I said this might be a dumb question,
And we gave you an answer, and you're still fighting.
and I'm saying is there someone who is just a doctor of the hair?
I want to say that's a hairdresser.
It's Emily, Jeff's girlfriend.
There's anesthesiologists.
Yes.
Which that might fall under there.
I thought those are people who put you to sleep.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Oh wait. What's an
See, it's not so easy.
Are you thinking
Esthetician.
esthetician?
esthetician? God damn
Not so
it.
easy, Dr. Blaine.
But esthetician isn't a
right.
medical profession.
We're
I
going to
don't
make a
believe.
video with you two naming all the different doctors and medical field
Jesus
professionals
Christ.
that we
Just remember
possibly
ear,
can.
nose, throat, and people will go, okay, cool. We know what you're
ENT.
talking about. Yep. That's fine.
Anyway, Barb. So walk booger back and forth. There's this little little dog that always barks at the window every time someone goes past.
Yeah.
And occasionally, Booger will, partake. He'll run up and bark back. Not all the time. Kind
As
of
a
depends
dog
on.
does, yes.
Yeah. One night at it must have been 11 o'clock at night. It was late. It was the last thing I was doing. I was take him out, go to the bathroom. And Booger ran up to go bark at this little dog that was barking at him.
Stand his ground.
Well, went through the window.
What?
Wait, what?
Broke the glass?
Went through the window into their living room.
Was it open?
No.
What the fuck?
He went through the window.
Is this for fucking real?
Wait, did he break? How did he get through?
The glass.
What the fuck,
You
dude?
didn't tell me about this.
Holy shit.
What?
And then shit.
Is he okay?
But it was too small for him. So what happened?
He went through the window, and then I was they were barking at each other, and he was in the living room of this lady.
What the fuck?
And then she came out, and I was she knew her dog was barking a lot.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure she knew that I didn't.
Were you in her house? Did you go in?
I didn't go in. No.
This is crazy. Is this for real?
Yes.
Your
wait.
dog jumped through a closed window. Jumped
didn't-
into a closed window, broke it.
I think he ran toward it.
And then continued until he went through it.
Yes.
Which is what you said, but in longer words.
It was the
Longer
juggernaut.
form.
All right, then what happened with the neighbor then?
Well, I gave her my. Explained. I think the dogs were barking, and then my dog ran at the window, and it went through the window. That's why my dog's in your living room.
Kool-Aid man in.
Yeah, Kool-Aid man in. And then I gave my contact info for so I could pay for the window.
You're her next door neighbor.
Well, but
You still need someone's phone number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you go inside and then get your dog and then walk through the door? Or did you pull him back through the window?
I pulled him back through.
Were there not?
Glass.
That's
No.
the best answer.
No,
Were there not shards of glass
no,
everywhere?
Well,
my
no, I
God.
pulled him back so he wouldn't get cut because he wasn't all the way through the window, and I didn't want him to continue through. So I pulled him back so that he wouldn't get cut on glass.
Is your dog made out of just pure
Teflon?
muscle?
This is insane. This is crazy.
I don't know what.
Your
That's a
dog
lot
is-
of fucking force to
Yeah.
break a window.
I don't know why he did it.
Well,
Because
because
there's a
dog
dog.
is
Yeah, yeah.
explained at length.
But
that
I don't know
was
why. I don't know
small.
why. I don't know why he did it with. I mean, it seemed unnecessary to me.
No, yeah, you would think that dogs would just bark at each other and not smash through windows to get to each other. Because was he trying to eat the dog?
Nah, he's not aggressive. He just wanted to bark back. He only barks at dogs that bark at him. He never
And he felt the window
Dutch,
was.
Dutch and Booger have hung out before, and they're cool.
Yeah.
They have the same relationship that Chris and I have.
That explains a whole lot.
So he didn't. So he just kind of bang. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
The window broke. Barking the dog. You tell the lady, "I'm not breaking into your house. I'm not breaking into your house. I have a dog."
Which is exactly what a crook would say.
Right.
if they broke
A
into
very
someone's house.
normal way of talking. So then you give her your information. Have you paid for a new window?
Not yet. This is recent.
How recent is recent?
A couple hours ago.
Yeah, what time is it? About 3:45.
I'm not gonna give specifics,
Okay.
but
Do you?
I'm saying
He's protecting his identity.
Someone's got to track him down for this.
Local man breaks through
if
window.
this motherfucker
blames it
says
on dog.
Thursday-
also I want to point out that it was the smaller dog that instigated it.
Okay, tell her that when she says, "We'll pay for my window."
I'm not
To
arguing.
be fair, ma'am, your dog started this fight that my dog ended by breaking through your fucking glass window. All right.
So if you're in your house, windows closed.
Can you imagine?
And you see a guy walking down the street and you're like, you're a piece of shit. I fucking hate you. You're a dumb piece of shit. And then that guy smashes through your window.
Well, I did
to
not
get-
say anything to this.
no, the idea is that the dogs are the humans.
no.
I thought you were talking. I
What,
thought you were.
Chris, what this is,
I thought you were saying.
Chris,
I was
this
like,
is,
I never insulted this woman.
No,
I
I'm
never
giving you a
said any-
hypothetical.
Yeah.
Chris, what this is an analogy, you see. We're
Yeah, yeah.
putting analogous events so that way you can see it maybe from a different perspective.
Yes.
I'm not saying.
Because if you're Let's say you are small dog in the comfort of your own house, but you are human Chris.
Yeah.
And you're sitting at your window yelling things. One guy happens to be walking down the street and goes, I don't like that.
He breaks through your window.
And he breaks your window. Would you blame that guy? Or would you blame
I'm
you?
not. Yeah, I'm not blaming the other dog.
Except for when you did just a minute
I just said
ago.
he instigated it.
Except for, right.
I didn't say you can instigate a fight, but not throw the first punch.
I've done that.
But who goes? Who pays for the window?
Booger.
The one who threw the first punch.
Did any of you guys at school had spanking?
Yeah, I got spunk.
I did. That is God. Oh, jeez. Oh.
Sorry,
Wait, so like, was this at a
Bernie left just in time.
was this at
spanked.
oh, was it at your elementary school?
I was in high school.
You got spanked in high school?
No.
By what? Who?
He got spunk.
Who spunk you, Chris?
So I was in a band for a couple of years in high school.
Okay.
Played the trumpet.
Yeah.
And at one point, we were actually in Austin for some band contest festival thing. I don't know. We were staying in, I think it was a dorm room type building.
Uh-huh.
And they told us, do not leave your dorm room.
Okay.
We will know if you leave your dorm room. And we're putting tape on the doors. And if the tape has been
Right.
broken, we'll know.
It's common strategy.
So we're like, we're not leaving. But we had some friends. There were four dudes in our room. And then there were, below us were 4 girls.
Nice.
And we were like talking through the window. And we decided, well, we've seen this in movies. We're going to rappel down the window.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take our sheets, tie them into a rope to the bedpost, and then rappel down the. This is like on the 30th floor or something. This is like deadly amount. Like
I was about to ask. I didn't want to.
I don't
but-
know. I don't remember exactly. I know. I remember looking down. I'm like, oh, I will die.
Yeah. But it's worth it for pussy.
Chris didn't know what that was at that age.
Yeah, he was getting spunked.
So, so we rappel down this window.
That's what he meant by.
And
With what? Bed sheets?
bed sheets.
How far did you get?
Well, we went all the way down to the next floor,
That I saw through the glass window.
and then
A dog.
I mean,
did.
here's the deal though.
But I shit all over the floor.
We're also
too small for me.
we hung out there for a bit, but we didn't like. No one didn't. We didn't like fool around with any of these girls. It was just we just talked and hung out.
Okay. How did
And-
you expect to get back?
How did you get back?
You climbed up the rope.
Oh, Chris.
Well, I say rope. It was a sheet. We climbed back up the sheet.
He was untangling.
It was pretty terrifying. One of us didn't go. One guy didn't go. He didn't go down the window. He stayed up. So
Pussy.
he kind of like
thinking?
helped.
None for him.
But yeah, we climbed back up. 2 of us climbed back up, and then one of us was like, "I can't do it. I'm not gonna do it." And then well, it was annoying because one person climbed up, and then I went second, and I'm like halfway up the window,
Okay.
and the other guy was like, he was saying he didn't think he could do it.
Mm-hmm.
He walked out, left the room, walked
So
up
all
the
that was
stairs,
for fucking nothing.
and
Yeah,
came back
correct.
in and was basically like getting back in the same time that I was climbing up the window. Mm-hmm. And I was annoyed because I was like, well,
Defeats
and
its
he was like,
purpose.
yeah, there was no tape on the door. And there was no one in the halls.
Don't forget where this story is going. I just don't want you guys.
right.
We've lost the
I
thread
had forgotten.
because it's a Chris story, but I don't want anyone to forget where this story is going right now. Chris, please continue.
Anyway, so I was annoyed, and I think we were all kind of annoyed that there was no tape and there was no one in the halls. Mm-hmm. And it felt kind of like we didn't hang out there for very long. Honestly, we hang out there for like 10 minutes because we were like, freshmen in high school or whatever, and we were like, everyone was just afraid of the opposite sex, or at least everyone
Shit
else
on the
was.
floor.
Yep.
Yeah. So then we were like, all right, well, let's go to bed. We're going to bed. And then like whenever the event was over, we went back to my high school. Word got around that we snuck into a girl's room. band teacher came up and it's like, all right, well, we heard about what y'all did. Now you get two options. You either get like blah, 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 detention or blah, 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 whatever, or we could give you a spanking or a licks or whatever they were called. Or
I really hope it wasn't called that.
Corporal punishment?
Corporal punishment?
Corporal. And I was like, well, I'll take that because that'll be just like done and over.
Yeah.
What year was this?
This was 2003 or something.
1955.
No, I was like, I'll take the corporeal.
Jesus Christ.
Yep, that's the one.
Just say spankings.
The spanking. And
get spunked.
so I went, and I remember, like, this. It sounds weird.
Yes.
saying
no,
it, like,
no. This is all
But I
regular.
remember
Yeah,
normal,
these are regular.
Chris.
bending
No.
over and getting like
Spunked?
The idea of you getting physically assaulted by a teacher or principal or
I wasn't
faculty.
physically.
Also,
I agreed to it.
Chris, this is 2003. I'm 13 at this age. You're like 25 at this age.
No,
Dude, that's just strange to me.
It was the thing. Your parents had to sign a permission slip at the beginning of the year saying you were okay with.
What the fuck?
There was a thing. If you're okay with.
So did a teacher
Yeah.
bend you over their
Yeah.
knee and fucking just
Yeah.
slap your ass?
And you can opt in for your kid getting spanked, and your parents are like, okay.
Yeah, I guess.
Did they get a free, like, Little Caesars pizza with that offer?
Yeah.
No, but
well-
I didn't get detention or whatever. It was
So
like,
how many spankings did you
I
get?
think I got 3. It might have been more. I don't remember.
Who spanked you?
The band professor?
Was that a man
What was
or a
their
woman?
name?
It was
No,
a man.
let me
It was
ask
man.
a bunch of questions.
It was a man.
He was a man, and he gave you 3 spankings.
I think it was 3.
Was
Like,
this in
whack,
front? Was
whack,
this
whack?
was this in front of people?
It was alone.
Was it with like a paddle or was it with his hand?
It was a paddle.
How big was the paddle?
About that big and had holes in it.
And were the,
And wind to cut down on wind resistance, supposedly.
Yeah,
Right.
pulled on drag. Got it.
he was Ben Affleck
Was
in
he-
Dazed and Confused.
Were you over his knee?
No. I was bent
you-
over, I think, like a.
Want to be?
I feel like it was a printer or a table or something.
A printer, huh?
or a table.
Color or
The other boys who got punishment, did they receive detention or spunkings?
I think one did. There were 3 that actually. I think only 3 actually went down. And so I think one did spanking, one got detention or whatever.
So did he also get 3 spankings?
He got the same number. But here's the deal: what came out later was they found out that we, went down
Did
on
the rope?
sheets.
Uh-huh.
And then the band professor came back and was like, "I heard about what y'all did, and if I had known that that's how y'all got down there, y'all would have gotten a lot worse than 3 spankings."
would've
He was
given
like pissed.
4
He was super
spankings.
pissed that we had rappelled down the building on the sheets.
Yeah.
also he
'Cause he
didn't
just heard
know
we-
that wasn't the case. You could have lied. You could have just been like,
I didn't even say anything.
Someone else must
I
have
didn't
told
say. Word got around.
someone
And
ratted.
he came back and was like, "You guys got off easy. That y'all, we just thought y'all went into the girls' room."
Well, I have a question. I have a follow-up question.
Yeah.
Let's say instead of 4 guys, you guys were 4 girls, and
Uh-huh.
you did this.
Barbara, my next fucking thought.
Would the girls at your school get spankings as well? Because, I mean, it's weird enough as it is.
Yeah.
But when it's a male teacher doing it to female students as well,
And
the,
what's the statute of limitations?
this is a very weird situation all around.
Yeah. It didn't seem weird at the time.
Chris, you were assaulted.
I was not assaulted.
Chris, what's it? Are you okay?
I'm serious. It was fine. I would any day I would take it over detention.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a real question.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a real question.
Yeah.
I want a real answer. This is real. This
Yeah.
is 2003. You're a young boy. You're blooming. You're blossoming. Whatever.
Yeah.
Did this give you
No.
proclivity towards any kind of?
Did it awaken?
Did I get an erection? No. Is that what you're asking?
Did it awaken anything?
I was
inside
going to
you?
go with a kink, but yeah.
No.
Did you get? Hey, dog. When that guy gave you spunkings, did you get big boner?
No.
I just,
How have you gone this long and never?
I never
Died?
told that story.
I don't know. But
That
I
was
also
insane.
understand why
That's-
you wouldn't have.
That's insane. The story you just told is insane.
Also, the fact that no one reported to you guys. One time I was in college and we had a building that was on like the 3rd floor, and then there was like another parking garage. It was pretty high up.
Yeah.
And at one point, I remember we were like at the end of passing period, getting ready for class. I'm looking out the window as my English teacher's like starting up class, and there's a person that was like just dangling off the side of the parking garage. And I was like, hey, I don't want to cause an alarm, but like we should probably report that because I don't know what if they're hanging out or if they're planning on doing something. So like we called security. Then the rest of the class just gathered around and watched as this person was like taken away from it. But it was so easy to spot a person dangling off of
I think we were pretty high up,
building.
one. And two, it was late, and I think it was darker.
Might not have been facing anything.
And it was also, this was 2003, 2002.
People didn't look up in
Austin.
2003, Eric.
I'm just saying,
They
it
didn't look up at buildings.
It wasn't in a very visual location, I guess, for a lot
I
of
think
people.
I think it was on campus
Okay.
because we were in some sort of like dorm type thing, but I don't really remember because what did I know?
I am just blown
Texas
away.
sucks.
What part are you?
Well, I mean, I grew up in a household that didn't use violence as a form of
My dad did Mortal Kombat uppercuts.
what's the
to me.
word? What's the word?
Get over here.
Corporal punishment?
No, like
Corporeal
Ghost punishments.
punishment.
Ghost punishments. What we call
my
them.
brain is fried today. When you get taught not to do something, essentially, like for us, it would be go to your room.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there was like never any spanking, and like even hearing about people getting spanked was, I think, when I was a kid, it was already past that happening. At
But
least
you're not that much. I think it might be a cultural thing too.
it might be. I mean, I
like
was in
East
Canada.
Texas, like it was a thing they did in school.
But like I understand, like
No,
I
it
obviously
wasn't.
don't understand it because my brain is so far removed from that being a form of punishment for a child. But
Yeah.
I understand that parents used to do that to kids, and that's a form of like reprimand.
Parents still do that to kids.
And they still do that. If that's right or wrong,
I'm not.
Well, I
who's to
actually,
say?
so my parents.
Show
sorry.
hands.
no. But I'm saying like for a fucking school to do that to their students, like you're not their parent. You're not like putting your hands on someone else's child.
That relationship
but-
doesn't seem like
It's
the
very. It
kind
seems
that you can do
very
that.
not okay.
There was a permissions slip. It
I get
wasn't
that,
just you
but-
couldn't just do it. I think it had to be like signed. Like, are you okay with
I guess I also don't really see how that would teach a
Who are
kid
you
a
calling?
lesson.
Are you calling parent services or whatever?
No, I was calling my friend Andrew, but I'm going to see if I can get someone to answer who's not from here and who's not from Southern California to see if there's any kind of way that.
Yo, hit me.
Hey, Michael.
RT podcast, by the way.
Hey, man, you're on the RT podcast. Chris got spankings in school. Did you ever receive spankings in school?
In school, no.
Yeah. So was anyone ever spanked or as Chris said, spunked
Or
in
licked.
school?
No. Was this an accredited school that we know Chris went to?
It's a 5A school, Longview High School.
Chris said it's a 5-8 school. Do you-
5A. That's like a big.
Oh my. Oh, those are the ones where they slap you.
Those are the ones where they slap you. So I was
Longview
just
High
checking.
School.
Yeah, because in South. Yeah, right.
Who are you talking to?
Nobody got spanked.
Michael.
People pulled their shirts off.
Oh, is that Michael?
Like punched people in the lockers.
Right.
I didn't see any spanking.
Right, not from teachers.
We're also
No,
not.
no.
Should
Okay.
we call someone else from Texas?
Okay.
You take care.
All right, just making sure.
Good eye.
All right, thanks, man.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. Settle down.
Settle. I tried to call my friend Andrew Douglas, who's from Cleveland, Mississippi, because I felt like if there was anyone who was going to be on Chris's side, it was going to be my friend.
I'll call one of my friends who got spanked.
Here's the thing. I believe you.
Yeah,
I
no
don't think this is
one
a
doesn't
made-up
believe you. I'm
thing.
trying to get you to understand that what happened to you
Is this exclusively Texas
is
thing?
not regular.
I
Yeah.
mean, it
Shane,
could be a
regular
southern.
spankings. Oh yeah. What?
Yes.
But you're from like Lubbock. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Nicholas, spankings? No. And where are you from? Yeah, Pennsylvania. Not
Got it,
regular.
got it, got
I have a feeling it's maybe a southern.
I think
state
maybe it's a Tejas thing.
or Texas thing.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly it's a Texas thing.
Oh, baby. Oh, man.
Although you didn't have them, Blaine, and you went to school in Texas.
I'm thinking about
Well,
it.
he just had to sit
I just had the
blue
padded room. I just had the padded room.
where he would just go, ah, like the Tasmanian devil.
But I have a question about spanking, though.
What?
As a kid,
Yeah.
you got spanked for doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Would that actually teach you a lesson?
Yeah, because the threat of
The
it.
fucking fear of it.
Yeah,
I
the
did
threat of it
not
would stop you next
want
time.
my big ass dad give me a
Yeah,
licking.
my mom had a
Okay.
Paddle.
well, she had a switch, like a little, like
Okay, my dad didn't have weaponry for it.
Well,
he just had his
we had a
big
you know,
ass
you know,
yeah,
like a
but my
paddle with,
mom
like a
is
string and
like, you know what I mean? It was like a little,
Yeah.
little stick, and you'd like hit your leg.
bolo tie.
No, it'd just be like,
I bet you.
and she would just hold it up.
Oh,
There's
there
a
you go.
lot
She
of
would just hold it up, and
younger
everyone
people
quiet
watching
down.
this right
Yes.
now
Yeah.
who are flabbergasted.
Yeah.
Well, so like my parents are teachers now, and they say that they have to keep a lookout for physical violence or any mention of spankings. And I think they're instructed to report that.
Yeah.
That's so times have changed in Texas, I think.
They probably have.
My dad was telling me this as he was just fucking giving it to a kid.
Things are different.
Things are different nowadays. Thanks for coming home for Father's Day.
Wasn't there a King of the Hill episode about this?
Spanking? Like Bobby got spanked or something?
Yeah. I don't know if it was Bobby. I think Peggy like spanked the kid. And then it was, yeah, right. It was the one kid with like the red hair or something. And he was like, "You can't spank me." And I thought that was a pretty good impression, honestly, if you've seen that episode.
It just seems
Insane?
well,
Fucking insane?
I know
Crazy
it's
in
not-
2003?
It's probably because I'm 31 and I'm seeing that, but like spanking to me just seems like a very sexual thing. Like for a teacher to do that to a kid, like present me your ass while I hit it. It just seems very.
Blaine!
Yeah. I mean, I didn't
Send me
think
your ass.
I
Go
didn't-
to
I
the
guess
blue
it's like
room.
if
Here,
oh man,
I will say this.
conversation.
I will say this. At the time, it didn't seem sexual at all to me because
I guess if that's a form of
I
punishment.
was like I just like boobs, you know. Like I was. Just,
What does this have to do
I'm
with
just saying,
the
it's like I didn't. Like
Where
I
am I
didn't.
supposed to go?
No. I'm just saying, like I didn't know that
Eject.
spanking
Eject.
at that time
was a sexual thing.
was a sexual thing at all.
Just like boobs.
Like I was like, oh, I like to me,
I guess it just-
spanking was just like a still thing I associated with being a kid and in trouble.
Right.
I didn't associate it with
Times
any
have changed.
Well, even as you get older, it becomes like more of a sexual thing.
That's where my career in acting started because I'd layer up and then I'd go, oh,
Oh yeah, that was the thing. Yeah.
no, Father, why?
Yeah.
just
You
hears
put on multiple.
actor.
You put on a lot of padding, and you get the spanking, and then you'd be like,
Guy, thick ass as a little third grader just patted it up.
yeah.
Hey Eric, how was it growing up in San Diego?
I mean, I think I got spunked one time. And then it was always just the threat. It was 1, 2, and it was like, all right, I don't want to get hit again. And then that was kind of like the it. That was like, okay, I'm
This
done.
podcast feels like a fever dream.
God, if you
This is a good episode. People are not going to look at this episode and go, great episode. Great fucking episode of this podcast. I miss Bernie. This is better than that. This is insane. This is fucking gonzo shit. You must be out of your fucking mind. Do you understand the story he just told? He climbed down a window, like a flight, like went down, like rappelled with bed sheets.
As a high schooler.
This is insane. And then got spanked in 2003. At this point,
by a teacher.
at this point, corn is like they've crested the hill. No one's like listening to Kid Rock anymore. Things were different. That's fucking
It's
crazy.
after 9/11. It was after 9/11.
post
That's right.
Columbine as well.
Yes, 2003 was after
different
9/11. It's true. It's true.
Did I ever tell
and he
you
got
about-
spunked. Oh my god.
It's band. Band is cool. I like music.
Can you do the do 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 do? Can you do that?
Yeah, I could do music.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. He can do music, and that's where we've reached time on the Rooster Teeth podcast. What an incredible episode.
Thanks for watching, y'all.
This has been another one. Did you think it was going here when this thing started?
I didn't mean
Absolutely
to-
not.
Hey, Eric, before we go, Eric actually has the exclusive tagline for Squad Team Force that he's going to announce right now.
1, 2, 3, go.
Squad Team Force. Units, shut the fuck up. We'll see you next time.
What?
Don't put it in my hands. Somebody described Chris as a guy who would go to a water park and show up and then go, oh, shit, I forgot my bathing suit. It might have been my wife. I don't remember. I think it was. I think that was Barbara.